Patrick Ho tells a China story 11. Peace prevails in us. For peace to prevail on earth, let peace prevail in us. One of the most distinctive aspects of China as a country, and the Chinese as a community, is the rather upbeat and yet pragmatic ways the Chinese people embrace the future. Far from fearing what lies ahead, we Chinese are aspiring to a new and peaceful world civilization based on principles of benevolence, respect, trust, equality, and continuing human advancement. This vision, driven by humanity's historic longing for peace and prosperity, is renewed by our appreciation that all of us on this earth of ours share a common fate, that each and every one of us has the responsibility to defend and the sensibility to safeguard. The Chinese are a peace-loving people. During the Ming Dynasty, when China's GDP was one-third that of the world's, Admiral Zheng He's powerful fleets sailed from the South China Sea to the Indian Ocean and to Africa. No battle was fought, no colony seized, and no people were enslaved. This pacifism, that is an ingrained virtue of the Chinese, is founded on a 2,500 years old legacy of Confucian principles that is so closely woven into our social fabric that Confucianism is part of the people's everyday life, alongside Taoism and Buddhism. Indeed, peace, a core value in ancient Chinese Confucian teachings, can today serve as an effective bridge builder between faiths, cultures, civilizations, and nations. Confucianism anchors its principles on an ancient religious foundation of Taoism to establish the social values and ideals for traditional Chinese society. It is human-oriented and stresses honorable conduct in a social context. Confucian philosophy presupposes three biospheres of human interactions: heaven, earth, and humans. And man must find peace in all three. For the man-man biosphere, Confucius emphasized proper conduct in one's social relations, because it is in the company of others that man reaches his ultimate fulfillment. This code of behavior is called Li, or the social and ethical norms that guide people to do the appropriate things at the right time, manifesting respect and kindness. Regarding man-earth interaction, we are all ultimately linked to all life on earth, and therefore must treat our environment with respect and care. Furthermore, man's obsession with development and growth, and particularly still more things to give us greater convenience, pleasure, and comfort, contradicts all teachings against extreme greed and the principle calling for moderation. Concerning man-heaven interaction, Confucius honored heaven as the supreme source of goodness upon which every human being is personally dependent. The pinnacle achievement in life is to be one with heaven. In fact, this heaven of Confucius is the inner peace we can all find within ourselves, and is attainable by practicing a life enlightened with virtues. The most important of all virtues is benevolence, 仁, which is love of fellow humans, a sense of compassion based on the dignity of human life and great self-respect. We cultivate 仁, or benevolence, by putting ourselves in the position of others and treating them as you wish them to treat you. Confucius said, "Do not do to others what you would not like others to do unto you." And also, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Benevolence means the practice of these two golden principles, which universality permeates all world ethical, cultural, and religious traditions throughout the ages. With incessant pursuit of truth, self-discipline, respect for others, and acting with sincerity in accordance with Li, one can embody 仁, or benevolence, the highest level of moral maturation, and thus achieve oneness with heaven, in harmony with Tao, the way, and so achieve peace. The Chinese understand peace as something internal. It starts from within every one of us and should be cultivated and nurtured. Before undertaking such a pursuit, we must first set our minds in order, and then ensure that our purpose is sincere, so that our quest for wisdom can become complete through a careful discernment of nature. For with nature discerned, wisdom is achieved, and our purpose becomes sincere. Real self-discipline acquired will yield harmony within the family, paving the way to good governance in the realm and global peace. This is Confucius' utopian vision of peace. Peace on earth begins with finding the inner peace inherent in every one of us. We must be at peace with ourselves before we can be at peace with one another. Peace comes from within, not from yonder. For peace to prevail on earth, let peace first prevail in us, in our hearts. Let us find peace by loving one another as we love ourselves, and by respecting and loving one another's country as we respect and love our own country. Such is my vision and prayer today and every day. May it be yours always, and yours also. For peace to prevail on earth, let peace prevail in us. This was the speech delivered by Dr. Patrick Ho at the United for a Culture of Peace through Interfaith Harmony at the United Nations General Assembly Hall in New York, USA on Thursday, February 14, 2013.